national level webinar presented by S.S.T College of Arts and Commerce, initiative taken by IQAC department on soft skills. The webinar will be conducted by Dr. Sheetal Mody. Now, usually we conduct such seminars because we get the inspiration and guidance by our founder principal, Dr. J.C. Purswani, and IQAC coordinator, Dr. Khushbu Purswani ma'am. They both always encourage us to conduct such live sessions for the students to enhance their knowledge and skills in a specific field which is demanded by the corporates and today's world. About the resource person, Dr. Sheetal Mody is recently been awarded as an outstanding academic of the year 21 by International Business and Academic Excellence. Dr. Sheetal Mody is awarded doctorate degree in commerce, trade and transport industry in the role of agri-tourism in development of Maharashtra with special reference to Konkan region. In the year 2019, she has been awarded by the University of Mumbai. She also is the author of one of the book of TYPMS, that is International Finance. Ma'am has successfully published a journal in the Scopus, and she also has an Indian patent on IoT-based solar-assisted climatic reader farming robot. Ma'am is also awarded as a best researcher. She also won the zonal level university research Avishkar. Ma'am is awarded with a memento by All India Commerce Conference for the excellence performance and teamwork. Ma'am has also been appointed as an examiner and moderator for various papers in the University of Mumbai Examination Board. Currently, ma'am is a coordinator as well as in UG and PG in Hinduja College. She is working in other committees such as examination, admission, women's development, cell refreshment committee, attendance, documentation of NAC, etc. Apart from that, she has also done a minor research project conducted for University of Mumbai on CRISIL. So this is a very brief introduction. There are so many research papers ma'am has completed at national as well as international level. So now, without wasting much of time, I request Dr. Sheetal Mody to start the webinar on soft skills. And by the way, this soft skills, we are conducting a value-added course for all the SY students. And for TY students, we are conducting Career Accelerator. And for FY students, we are conducting Speak Up and Stand Out. So this is what, apart from University of Mumbai, which provided courses, we also conduct value-added course to be the ready students for the corporate world. So I request ma'am to throw a light on how soft skills plays an important role in corporates. Ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Varsha. I thank the management of S.S.T College of Arts and Commerce and the principal for giving me this opportunity to talk on the topic of soft skills, which is a very crucial skill required by all of us. I also thank Advocate Sunil Shah for giving me this opportunity to giving a lecture on this. I start with my lecture. Shall I start with my screen? Share my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Can it be seen? Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it clearly visible? Shall I start?
Yes.
Yes. I would like to start with the quotes of William Butler Yeats. Quote, think like a wise man, but communicate in the language of the people. Unquote. This is what is the actual meaning of soft skills. I start with my presentation. So, Soft skills are personality traits and behaviors, unlike technical or hard skills. Soft skills are not about the knowledge you possess, but the behaviors you display in different situations. Employers look for candidates who have both hard and soft skills. Hard or technical skills can be learned, but soft skills are innate and come naturally. Candidates with many coveted soft skills who know how to highlight them on their resumes will stand out to hiring employers. Soft skills are the skills that are part of our personality. These skills help us to grow along with others, communicate effectively, and work well in a team. When problems arise, soft skills come to rescue, to help solve them. If there are difficult people to deal with, soft skills are the ones that bring a calm environment. This is the reason when soft skills are also called as public skills. Now, they also are the ones who make the interactions among the people very smooth. So, we'll probably now see what are the soft skills. You have the soft skills, we will see to recognize them in you. These are the various soft skills that are being sorted by me that a person should have for the smooth working of theirs. The first to go. Confidence. What is confidence? Although self-confidence can mean different things to different people, in reality, it simply means having faith in yourself. Confidence is a part, a result of how we have been brought up and how we have been taught. We learn from others how to think about ourselves and how to behave. These lessons affect what we believe about ourselves and other people. Confidence is also a result of our experiences and how we learn to react in different situations. Self confidence is not a static measure. Our confidence to perform roles and tasks and deal with situation can increase and decrease. So sometimes we are less confident and some days we are self overconfidence. So why we are less confident? We are less confident because fear of unknown, criticism, being unhappy with personal appearance, feeling unprepared, poor time management, lack of knowledge, and previous failures. Often, when we lack confidence in ourselves, it is because what we believe others will think of us. Perhaps others will laugh at us or make fun of us of the mistakes that we have made. So, thinking like this can prevent us from doing things we want to or need to do because we believe that consequences are too painful and embarrassing. The opposite way, we are overconfident. So, what does it mean to be overconfident? It
मैम
means that,
शीतल
yes,
मैम
sir, yes, sir.
दी ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस में आप थोड़ा सा बताएंगे कि ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस क्या होता है और नॉर्मल कॉन्फिडेंस सो दैट वुड बी
Yes,
बेनिफिशियल
sir.
फॉर both the type of communities the peoples who are hearing your session they can
Sure,
also understand in both the languages ma'am. Thank you
sure,
ma'am.
sure. Thank you, sir. Sure. Overconfidence is when it makes us believe that we can do anything, even if we don't know the skills required for knowing or doing that thing, or even the knowledge of what that particular job or work is. So, in that kind of situations, we fail. Being overconfident also means that you are more likely to come across other people as arrogant or egoistical. So, Not to be overconfident and not to be lower confidence. How will you do that? You can do that first by learning. Learn the work, learn the job that is required by you to be done, and get training also for that job, for that work. This will help you to get confidence of the work to perform. Next, after that, start planning your work. When you start planning your work, you have made a proper drafting of what to do, how to do, when to do, who will do it. So when this drafting is ready in front of you, you have made a clear delegation of work to people and you are prepared for the work to go ahead. This is how we can overcome less confidence or overconfidence. Precisely, having confidence is having confidence in one's own self, having faith in one's own self. Now, I go on to the next soft skill, communication. Humans are built for connection, whatever the connection is. Maybe asking for a salesperson for the price of a particular product, or a constant bonding with a co-worker, or a deep relationship with a spouse or a dear friend. Truly, effective communicators can find a way to bridge the gap between themselves and any person they come in contact with. Learning how to communicate effectively is not only a way to sharpen your soft skill, it will positively influence your career, relationships, and problem solving abilities. How many times have you ever said or written something to someone that they have taken it in a wrong way? This mostly happens in workplaces. The best employers need leaders that can exercise care in their ability to listen and respond to their customer and follow their proper knowledge. Even to their colleagues, they need to listen before responding. Therefore, it should not be listening to react, or I'm listening to someone, hearing to someone only because I want to answer back or react. Always, you, when you are communicating, have a sharp listening, active listening. This will help you to respond. This is why the employers look for applicants with superior written and verbal communication, which is very much important in job of people. Verbal communication skills are most important where people are in sales job, where people are in a marketing job, a place where they are in constant touch with the customer, or you are a public relation officer where you're a spokesperson for a team, for a group, for a member, for a party. At that time, verbal communication plays a very important role, as well as the places where you have to have a face-to-face interaction with people, superiors, colleagues. This is important. So when you are communicating verbally, how your communication should be? It should be articulate. Articulate means we are able to say what we wanted to say. After all, you all know that communication is a two-way process. There is a sender, there is a receiver. So when the sender is able to send the message properly, the receiver is able to decode the message properly. So the information or the message should be also concise with clarity in it. It should be able to explain exactly what the message is. Many a times in verbal communication, having the skill of multilingual linguistics is very helpful because people like to hear other languages of the language which they are. Like in our India, speaking in Hindi along with English is a very much a taken good advantage for people. Able to have a good negotiation skill is an added advantage of people of verbal communication. Many a times nowadays people have call center jobs, or we have telecalling marketing as a very important aspect in jobs nowadays. So here, telephonic talk etiquette is a very important aspect of verbal communication, which we all should get trained and learn. Written communication. As I just said, that many a time it happens that we have written some message and it is wrongly been understood by the receiver. So therefore, our message should be clear, readable. It should be well organized and concise, to the point, to the brief. Today, there are many jobs as content writer, as storytellers, as correspondents, as email messengers, repliers. Such jobs are nowadays coming up for the youngsters. So therefore, written communication is a very important aspect that we should get ourselves trained and knowledgeable of also. Non-verbal communication, a very important aspect. When we are in verbal communication, in personal presentations with someone, we are face to face with talk with superiors, with colleagues, with customers. Our non-verbal communication, which is our body posture, our eye contact, our facial expression, our body movements, these all things are noted when we are communicating with people. And this all therefore should be well mannered, well behaved, because this is all also sending messages about ourselves and our message. So we should see to it that we have a proper non-verbal communication. As said by anthropologist Ray Birdwhistell, that in our communication, 65% is non-verbal communication. So my dear students and all of you, non-verbal communication should be taken very much importantly in our communication skills development. I go on to the next skill. Team spirit. I think this word is being heard by all of us many a times. This word is boomeranged in workplaces, in corporate environment, and everywhere where we are working. So whatever the job we do, at least the majority of us, we live in a society. And in order to get our job done, it is very much important for us to collaborate with other people. These people can be our clients, suppliers, partners, or even general audience we are might be addressing as I'm addressing to you right now. So working in collaboration is easier said than done. Despite having same objectives in mind, there are many a times that people have difference of opinion and people don't come together for that objective of getting it. So what is team spirit? Team spirit is cultivating motivation and collaborating behavior among individuals in a team to work towards a common goal. It enables every individual to work with full enthusiasm and demonstrate the skills of collaboration. It is very important among the team members to feel committed towards the task, towards the goal. So, as a team member and as a team leader, what should be done is that we should continuously talk about team spirit among our employees, our team members. We should, if required, hire talented people who will boost teamwork, and who will cultivate team spirit among the team. Organizing social events. It's like an ice-breaking sessions with our team members that gives a open environment among the team members, and then they start feeling one about the team, and the team becomes a one member. It's not all members, it is one member team and one goal achieving team. Extra effort should be made to encourage them. You should do things that is giving them motivation, some kind of, have a tea break sessions with people together with them, or have a lunch with them together with our team members. That helps a lot to build the team spirit. Rewarding to every team member, appreciating for the contribution of team member is a very, very important aspect of team spirit. This gives 100% boost to the members of the team. A very important thing in team spirit is developing the sense of responsibility. Each and every member of the team should be made responsible for the work that they are doing, for the contribution that they are doing, and how is that work so important for the people, for the society. Listening to the team members is very crucial. I was just talking about non-verbal communication, right? So it is not only while talking, it is also when we are listening, we have to listen actively. We have to look at the people's non-verbal communication to understand their feelings, their emotions, their wants, their needs. This will help us to get closer to them, get attached to the team members, and leading to development of a team spirit, of a team work. I go on to my next soft skill. One more thing about team that I wanted to say is trust. Trust is a very, very vital element in a team. It leads to lot of boosting, lot of faith, and lot of bonding in the team member when there is trust in the team members among each other. They stick together like how glue sticks to the particles. Okay, I come to my next soft skill, creative thinking. So tell me, how many times have you come across people who are able to generate new ideas and think differently? They're able to answer immediately for every question, for every problem. They have answer for everything. The answer is they are creative thinkers. So what is creative thinking? Creative thinking is the ability to look at things differently and new ways of solving problems. It doesn't mean that a creative thinker needs to be an artist or some musician or something connected to art. Every one of us can be a creative thinker. The need for creative thinking arises because our brains naturally tend to follow a certain pattern. For an example, once I have been taught how to use a fork, I will need not be taught again and again how to use the fork, because my brain has accepted the pattern of what to use it, how to use a fork. But that way, this is an advantage. But somewhere this gets disadvantaged because I will not let my brain to think how this fork can be used in some other way also. So this is what I mean when I say to think out of the box, to think differently. We need to make our brain train to think at things differently, to look at things differently in a different perspective. Have you ever seen an ad of bingo mad angles? It is one of the example of creative thinking, wherein you are looking at the same thing but in different way. Though it is looking the same, but still you are practicing it and making it to look different way. So, how can one develop creative thinking? Because some people have it very naturally. They fizz out. Like how we have bubbles fizzing out from our cold drink bottles. Same way, they fizz out with various ideas, innovations. They have different problem solving methodologies. How do they get it? How do they have it? Simple answer. They always have the questions why and why not. Since they always keep on asking question why and why not, they come up with the answer which are not orthodox, which are not the regular pattern. Okay. But there are some people who save this creative thinking capacity and talent for very crucial times. Times where there are major problems and there is no way to be seen ahead. So in such situations, people who have saved this creative thinking find ways. We have difficult times. We have just some 3 years back had a very difficult time. We all of us went through it. So in this difficult time, when we don't know what's coming next, what's lying before us, we have to have a seeing it in a different way, looking it in a different way. That's how people do it in creative thinking. At workplace and at anywhere you are, when you are in members, where you're with people, disagreement is very natural, is a very common thing. In that, how a creative thinker can come out with a solution, with a possibility, is how this creative thinking will help. You know how creative thinking can be developed? It's very easy and very simple. To develop creative thinking, what one should do is we should open our social ambit. We should meet people who are not known to us. We should spend time with them. We should talk with them, not of our daily matters, not of our daily things. We should talk with them, their things. We should listen to them. By listening to people who are not common to us, who are not like us, we also get ideas. We also get thoughts. We also get ways of some solve problems which we might never had found. So open your social ambit, embrace the world, and you will start seeing things at a different perspective. You know, try to learn a new language. Try to get a skill which is not known to you. Do a work which is not in your comfort zone. It's not your regular thing. This way, when you are accepting challenges and such opportunities which are not regular things for you, you will open yourself. You will become more innovative. Your own mind, your own self will answer you for this kind of situation, such kind of new opportunities, new developments. It will give you a new perspective towards life, which is very important. Thinking of why a husband cannot be a midwife, such kind of stereotype thinking. We have some stereotype things in our society. Like, for a small example, transgender. Whenever this word comes to our mind, whatever picture is coming to our mind is people in the train, people on the roads, they talk, their attire, right? But can you think a transgender can be a advocate? Can be in a parliament session? Think about it. It's a fact, it's a reality. So, coming out from this stereotyping, when we come out from the stereotypic thinking and look at the same thing from a different perspective, from the other angle, it automatically widens our thought process. It automatically leads to looking at the thing in a much different, better way or different way. That is why they say, that go to watch a movie, take a break, watch a movie, go for a concert, go for a play, You know, these artist people who are connected to art field, they have a knack. Knack means a trait, or they have some kind of this quality that they always look at a particular situation from different angles, and they present to us those different angles, those angles which we might have never even thought, they must have never even dawned to us. Such angles are what making us to see in life in a different perspective, in a different situations, and then it leads us to think out of the box. My dear audience, my dear students,
Ma'am, as you rightly said, the persons would be seeing in a different way. His perception would be different. Could you cite some example related to those persons who are working in an factory or an industry? How the people view the situation in different way? You said about something like in 3 years back, we were facing some problem. In that aspect, if you can inform, that would be bad.
like in a small example, 3 years back, we had COVID, right? Very importantly, in COVID, what was the problem? Logistics, traveling. We could not go anywhere. We could not move from our place, but work was going on. We required important things. So, a very common person, very small boy, was small, but not by age, but a very youngster. What he did, he took a data of all the nearby, kirana stores, the pop and mom shops, and he made a data of their mobile numbers. He made a small WhatsApp group, and he put that WhatsApp group, all his society people in that WhatsApp group. Anybody wants anything, please write on that, and it goes to the kirana store automatically. And the food is brought, whatever food, whatever item is brought, is at the watchman given, and it is supplied to the house. That's creative thinking. Would have we ever thought of connecting our pop and mom shops? Never. They are everyday things for us. That's what I'm saying. Thinking out of the stereotyping. We think that kirana stores are just, oh, they are everyday things we are seeing from years. But how in those crucial days, those crucial time, connecting to them, getting things from them became so important. We even can't visit them and get things from them. I hope it suffices your answer to the question, Sunil sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Shall I move to the next with your permission?
Yes, ma'am. Please proceed.
Yeah. Thank you so much. My God. This is an aspect which I keep on hearing from people. We all of us. We keep on hearing from everybody. I don't have time. Sorry, I don't have time. Please, I don't have time. Don't give me this. Don't call me. I'm not going to come. I don't have time. I have so much of work. We think, how is these people don't have any work? And there are some people who have enough time for everything. They're able to do everything in their life. They are doing everything and everything on time. And some people are rushing for getting things done. They're rushing to getting their task being completed. So we think, how can this person get time? We 24 hours are same to all of us. Nobody has an extra time. 24 hours are fixed and they are available for all of us. So how is that this person have everything done and some people's work are every day pending, always pending? Well, that is because that person who is able to do all the work, getting all its tasks completed, not by rushing, not by pushing, not by stretching, but effectively, is because that person is able to utilize one's own time productively, efficiently. You can say the person has the art of doing everything on time without being stressed. It is not simple as I'm saying it, it requires a practice. So, what is that different thing among those people who are getting things all done on time and for those who are not able to get these things on time? Well, I'll show my screen. Prioritizing time. we need to prioritize our time. And how to do that? This is the matrix which is given by Eisenhower. If you go to see, this is an Eisenhower's matrix that is made by him. And this matrix is, I'll tell you a simple thing: urgent and important. Like you have to attend the customer's complaint. This is a very urgent and important thing, isn't it? Not urgent, but important. So, paying the taxes, filing your returns is very much important, but presently it is not urgent, right? Urgent, but not important. Like answering your emails, right? Answering to the letters. This is urgent, but presently not important. And some things are neither urgent, not important. Like watching a binge session on Netflix, isn't it? So we need to categorize. It is very important for us to categorize our work, our task, and prioritize by what is urgent, what is important, what is not urgent, and what is not important. So, how will you prioritize this? How will you make this prioritized matrix? You have to review your day. By you have to jot down in your diary tasks that needs to be done within the next 48 hours. Now, these tasks are urgent tasks. Okay, jot it down. Now, one of the urgent tasks that you've written down might be more important, right? Absolutely important. So keep it aside. Now, from the list of your tasks to be done in 48 hours, which are urgent tasks, you are now separating category of the important tasks. Okay. And my dears, see to it that you give a thorough thought to the list, the to-do list, that exactly what I'll say is important and then what is not important. It should not be in haste or hurry, as I mean to say. See to it that you are giving proper thought the to-do list and making that important and not important list very carefully. So already your urgent list is ready. Now from that urgent list, your important list is also ready. Now, of the non-urgent task, still which are also more important, isn't it? Jot down them also. So they are not urgent, but they are important. Okay. When you do all this, you will get answers to your own prioritizing your time. And your time management matrix, or also called as prioritizing matrix, is ready. In the each quadrant, you are seeing a 4 quadrants on your screen. In each quadrant, you have to jot down your things. Urgent and important. Important, but not urgent. Important, not important, but urgent. Okay? And not important, not urgent. See to it that the task or that the points that you write in each quadrant doesn't go to more than 6 to 7, because you have to be realistic. You have to be realistic. It should be achievable, sensible, time-based, isn't it? All of you. So that is how you will bring time management to your work. Even you will not believe, I am myself watching my time to see, am I managing my time when I'm giving this speech and giving my lecture? So it is very important how you are prioritizing your work and you are putting them into the different matrix. Shall I go on the next with your permission, all of you?
Yes, ma'am. Please, please. It's very interesting, ma'am. The four quadrants.
Okay. Now, my all of you, this soft skill which I put up here is very crucial soft skill. Not that the others were not, but this is connected to your feelings and emotions. It is not about your emotions only or your feelings only. It is about other people's emotions and feelings. To be aware about others' feelings and emotions is I will say, in today's time, is very crucial. Today, we are become very sensitive. We feel hurt very immediately. Things are taken very much personal, and that leads to lot of miscommunication and lot of heartburns in workplace specifically. Definitely at your personal life also, but workplace is what we have to take more care, isn't it? Because it may cost us very much dearly. So therefore, apathy is an ability to relate the identification and use of emotions in the workplace. You can remain informed of your own thoughts and feelings, and you can identify how your colleagues may feel as well. Empathy is often present during conversations in the professional environment. When we are among our colleagues, with our team members, with our superiors, we have to definitely check our words, check our talks, check our thoughts, check our non-verbal communication, because by any of that thing, we may send a wrong message. So therefore, being very much alert about our emotions, about our feelings, at the same time, parallelly being alert about others' emotions and feelings in your professional environment makes a big impact on our own personality, on our, what I mean to say is, the kind of perspective people develop about us, which is very important, my dears. We are living in a very open environment. Nowadays, because of the social media, because of internet, we all have now opened our lives to everybody. Everybody is looking at us and judging us. People are comparing us constantly. And therefore, our talks, our emoting our emotions should be very alert, and we should be sensitive about somebody else's feelings also, my dears. So how will you develop empathetic skills? How can you develop it? First thing is curiosity. Curiosity means what? To be inquisitive, to ask questions, to know. So better draft your questions well. Better know what to ask, how to ask, where to ask, when to ask, and most importantly, whom to ask. When you are having this proper questioning methodology, what happens is you get a very good answers also. And once you are informed, once you are knowledgeable, you have to see that you are using that information and applying it accurately, so that you are not hurting anybody, so that you are taking care of others. Active listening. It is a very important thing among all of us that need to be developed. When we are listening to somebody, understand this very importantly, that we should not and we should avoid it highly, that you are not just waiting for the other person to stop talking and you start reacting and start giving your talks and start giving your next arguments or next explanation. Please hold yourself. When you are hearing to the person, listen. Listen and hearing has a difference. When you're hearing, it is only physical. But when you're listening, it becomes both physical and mental. When I say mental, it means that you are hearing the person's tone of talk. You are looking at the person's body language and you are seeing what the person is trying to convey by even the body. So when you are doing this, you are able to grasp the talk of the person and the emotions for what is being told to you. That helps you to even respond. So, my dears, you should not react. You should always respond. This responding is by giving a thought to the other person's talk. And when can we give a thought to the other person's talk? Is only when we have listened to them accurately. So, how can active listening be? Active listening is by giving a eye-to-eye contact, maintaining it when you are conversing with people, nodding your head at proper intervals when you are conversing with people, and how you are positioning your body posture when you are conversing with people. This all will lead to a very good empathetic skill development. Okay, so I go to the next one. Assertive communication. I have added one word here, that is aggression. I have purposely added this word here, aggression, to make you actually understand what assertive means in communication. Because when I say what assertive means, you will think, yes, assertive I am always, but you know mostly what we are, aggression. However, when we talk in an aggressive manner, what we are doing is by our talk is we are hurting other person. Our talks, our words, our tone is hurting that person. We are shouting top of the voice. We are saying whatever is coming to our mind to the person without giving a second thought to what we are saying. And we are just saying our own things. We are not listening or even thinking what the other person is listening or thinking of. Yes. And that's how silently we are hurting somebody. And that's an aggressive thought. So, my dear students, what is to be assertive? Assertive is exactly opposite of being aggression, which it means that you are expressing your thoughts openly. Definitely say what you feel, say what you are thinking, and encouraging others also to communicate. But while doing all these things, you are not hurting anybody, you are not disrespecting anybody. You are just putting your point across clear and direct with complete respect to the person, to their thoughts, to their feelings. When you have to definitely stand for people, you have to stand for some people's problems. You have to stand for some people's bad times. And you have to put across your thoughts, your feelings. When at that time you have to see that you are not hurting anybody. You're respecting it. And respecting others, you have to first respect yourself. Once you learn to respect yourself, to respect your thoughts, to respect your words, to respect what you are going to say, you will automatically respect the other person. Because you will not say something which will disrespect you. You will not behave in a manner which will make your image down. This will automatically lead to a respectful behavior, respectful of a point of view to be maintained. Respectfully, you are very much clear in your thoughts and your ideas, and you have expressed it. Others have heard it. The other day, I was hearing a conversation of two big celebrities. Very nice line the celebrity said, which I would like to relate to all of you. That is that how disrespectfully you are questioned, how disrespectfully somebody has behaved, how disrespectfully some words are being thrown at us. But the history will always record and register the answer. So, even if there is a disrespectful talk, questioning, or behavior, see that you always are giving it with a respectful manner, saying respectfully, talking respectfully, behaving respectfully. That will make your answer established. Thank you, all of you. Thank you for your patience listening. And to my thoughts and my words, I'm open for questions. Sunil sir?
Ma'am, it was an excellent session, ma'am. And rightly, this soft skill topic, you had spoke about the team spirit, you spoke about the communication, you spoke about the creative thinking, and you spoke about the trust also. Ma'am, your camera is not there. Madam, please be on the camera.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, ma'am.
My camera is on.
Yeah. Camera, ma'am, is there. Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, you spoke about the trust also. That was much more needed in this day-to-day life. And ma'am, some questions, since we are short of time, I would be taking up 3 or 4 questions which have been raised by the Department of Management Studies and Department of Commerce as well as the Department of Arts. Some questions have been common which came through the YouTube. Madam, how do you feel about working in team environment? That was the one question raised by the Department of VMS. How do you feel about working in the team environment? If you can precisely answer, that would be better.
Sir, can you come back with the question? I'm so sorry. I couldn't
Okay,
get
fine.
it.
Ma'am, one question which was raised by the Department of VMS, the Management Studies. How do you feel about working in team environment? That was the
Team
question.
environment.
Yes,
Team
ma'am.
environment.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, thank you for this question.
Yeah.
Wonderful question.
Yeah, ma'am.
Management people should ask this question more.
Yeah, ma'am.
You know, first thing, very important thing. From school days, we are learning this. All humans are social animals. We cannot live without others. We constantly require people around us. Now, when you are in a team, remember that when you are in a team, people are of different thoughts, different personalities, and they have come from different backgrounds. Very importantly, for to be in a team, know about your team members, who they are, what they are, where they have come from. When you get to know this, you are well informed, you are knowledgeable, so you will be empathetic in your talk. You will be very active listener when you're talking with them, and by that you will be able to present your thoughts, your ideas in the way they will like to hear it and they will understand it. As I begin with my slides, I written the words of William Yeats that be wise, have wisdom, but talk in the common man's language. So we must be knowing many things. We must be superior to many people. But when we are among people, we should be like people. We should talk like them. We should behave like them. We should act like them. And then they will accept you. And then you can be the best manager. I think this suffices the answer.
Yes,
question.
yes, ma'am, very well answered. Madam, as you are aware, most of the colleges like the S.S.T. College of Arts and Commerce, we are starting with the value-added courses for the different years, programs, so what we are undergoing, as well as for the different years also, the first year, second year, and the third year students who are pursuing their degree under the topic called value-added courses. The first year
Yeah.
students, so today in this academic year 23-24, we have Speak Up and Stand Out is the first year course, and followed with the Career Accelerator for the third year. And for the second year, we have a course under the value added that is called Unlocking Your Potential. So, ma'am, as you are aware, to bridge the gap between the academic courses, what you learned, madam, during your academic years when you are a student, like I was also a student, we never had such type of soft skills or the different type of skills for the students. Madam, how the value added is much more needed for the day for overall development of the students? In brief, if you can like answer in 1 or 2 lines, ma'am. Because when we learned at that time, we never had it, but over a period of time, we learned. Sheetal, ma'am.
Yeah, I can listen to.
Yeah. So why
A
value added
mobile,
is yeah.
I'll explain. I'll explain with an anecdote.
Okay.
You know, mobile phone,
Yes, ma'am.
we all are using mobile phones.
Most of them,
It,
everyone.
it has a price. It has a price. We pay for price for it. But does it carry a value? Does it carry a value? Yes, it carries. It is making you connected all the time. It is making you to give your emotions and tell people about your emotions to others. In an emergency, you can be connected. Or if any urgent message needs to be sent to you, you can be connected. This is the difference between a price and value. Why is value added course required? It is required to understand the importance of something. Even if we learn management, even if we are a graduate, but what is to be managing? What is to be with people? How to talk with them? How to give our ideas and thoughts to people?
Ma'am, you are not audible.
So sorry, I think it
Yes.
got yes.
Okay, okay, fine. Now you I can hear, ma'am. I can hear.
Yeah. So I was saying that a mobile phone has a price, but it also has a value because it is helping us to be connected all the time. In times of emergency situations, the mobile has become very valuable. That is a difference between a price and a value. We can learn a skill, but we should know the importance of that. And values teach us the importance of a particular aspect. Thing, price, person, people.
Okay. Ma'am, see, one more question which has been raised by the Department of Arts. Tell us when you had to juggle with several projects at once, how to handle this situation when you are juggled with many projects at a time and you are confused how to handle that particular situation under the soft skill, ma'am.
Thank you for the question.
Yeah, ma'am.
That's in my slide itself. Prioritizing. You have to prioritize your work. What is urgent? What is important? So make a to-do list from all the juggling work that is given to us. From that, find out the urgent and most important work first. Segregate it. Then it is important but not urgent. And not urgent, not important.
Madam, mic, please. Ma'am, your voice.
What is important and what is not important, what is urgent and what is not urgent. Once we make this category,
Sheetal, ma'am, am I audible to you?
yeah, you're audible.
Yeah, ma'am. The last question which I like to inform before taking up the last question, ma'am.
I'm so
Right
sorry.
now,
Actually, there's a
also in the
continuous
professional
call.
courses. Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. Madam, can you hear me? The
Yeah,
last
yeah.
question.
Yes, yes. Please go ahead. Please
Madam,
go ahead.
right now also in the professional course like CA, they have the subject called business law. Under the business law, they have the business correspondence. Madam, that means it is indirectly soft skills are being introduced in their paper pattern. So how far in the professional course, whether it is CMA, whether it is a CS or ICWA or the CA, they are incorporating the soft skills in their exam paper pattern. How it is useful, madam, in one or two line, if you can explain before I take up the last question.
Sir, I will again unquote William Yeats as my slide. Have the, just a second, think like a wise man, but communicate in the language of the people. Why is this said? This is said because we may have lot of information like business law. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Law means so many sections, so many what you have people have, there's so many acts. So we have to be very much concise in our writing of exactly what act under what section is that particular
Yes.
superiors. So in that way, how to have proper wordings, use of words make a lot of impact of sending a message. Therefore, business correspondence is very crucial for a lawyer or people who are in law faculty, since how are you using those words to communicate to the other person, what language has been used, and what words are being put in the letter of the person is what is making the impact of that letter to the other person. So that is very important for us in a law faculty.
Madam, the last question for the day, because we are moving out of the time. Madam,
Yeah.
one question which has been raised by one of the students, he has not written his name. Uh, he speaks about criticism, learning from mistakes at workplace. How criticism would be beneficial if he has given the negative feedback to the colleague, or the negative feedback is given by the colleague or the criticism. So this is the last question from my side.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
Criticism, negativity is the best thing. If somebody is saying to you something bad or criticizing, that person is making us aware. Maybe there is something that we are not knowing, what the other person must be knowing or must be having aware of. So take it positively. It is all our mind. Nothing about that person saying, it is all about our mind. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are perfectly audible.
Yeah. Listen to what the person has said and analyze it. Find the facts about what the person has said. If it is true, take it in a good spirit and make a change. If it is not true, okay, it has been said by a person, it's fine with the person, keep it to the person itself. You need not implement it and think like it is very much true and important. It is not true, it is not true. There is nothing to make it so feel about it, personal about it. Yeah, that's the answer. That's a suffice, I think, for my question.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Today we had a very good session. The Department of IQAC had asked of you to speak about on the soft skill, and we had orientation as well as to the students of the first year, second year, and third year. Madam, you are rightly informed about the team culture, the team spirit, communication, trust. Creative thinking is necessary for all the type of professional, whether it is in the teaching profession or you are professional day-to-day life. Madam, from the SST college, from the founder principal of our SST college, Dr. J.C. Pulswani, IQC coordinator, Dr. Khushbu Pulswani, and from the department as well as from the faculty members, I'm thanking you from the bottom of my heart Thank you for giving and such a valuable information on the soft skill. With this, students, you're getting a certificate of participation. You have to register with this particular program, as well as you have to give you the feedback which has been shared into your groups right now, as well as in YouTube, in the live session, as well as in the different groups. And within 7 days, you'll be getting a participation certificate from our side. Thank you, Sheetal, Jigar, Mody, ma'am, for giving this particular session and contributing your time for our college and for the mass at large. With this, I'm declaring this session is over. Thank you from my side. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you to the management of SST College, Arts and Commerce, the principal, the staff, Dr. Mr. Sunil Shah sir, he's become a doctor now.
Yes, ma'am. My voice.
To all the technical, sorry, it kept muting, I think so.
Yeah,
To all
yeah.
the technical staff and to all the authorities of your college to giving me this opportunity to present my.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.